You were expecting a well thought out video. You were expecting something edited. Well, you're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. Welcome to my piss poor attempt at reclaiming anything that is resemblance of content creating. I just wanted to show off, I guess, a bit of what I've been doing in this game for the last 12-ish hours. Not consistently. I've actually just had this game open while I was doing other things. But a little bit of background, I don't build at all. I don't build. The last time I built in a Sims-like game was probably Sims 3, highballing, something like that. Um, so needless to say, I don't build. I don't build. I've been on a kick lately. I've been playing Dune Awakening and I've been playing Conan Exiles, and so when I got this game, I was like, I've been building in those games. I want to build in a proper Sims game. And so I did. It's definitely not done yet. I wanted to upload the VOD that I had on stream where I was actually building this in real time, but well, my audio engineering is still shit to this day. After all of this time, it's still rubbish completely. So I just want to show off a bit of my home. Try not to yap too much. I don't really know why I'm doing this video other than the fact that I want to put my claim on the genre. I, I have my own build in this whole space of Sims creators that build really good, and I'm mediocre and I build boxes, but I'm actually proud of this box. So I was sort of going with like a modern take on like homes. I don't really know the expanses of how far this like sort of thing goes. I've seen it a lot in America. I don't really know if I've seen it anywhere else, but this is what it looks like. There's a lot of windows usually. It's pretty boxy. You know, you have usually like a box on top of a box or some sort of box shape. There's usually a lot of windows. I don't know what it is about homes in that style, but they throw out everything else and add windows. So that's what we did. So the bit that you see here, if we go from the base here, what I did instead of I was actually just gonna build straight on the ground. Like it just made sense to just build straight on the ground and just build it up. I looked to the right of me and I saw that my neighbors, they had a foundation, and I was like, oh man, that makes sense. That makes sense. I should have a foundation for my home too. So I don't really know the proper way to do it. Again, I loaded up the game. I haven't even touched gameplay yet. The only gameplay that I've touched with them moving was the introduction. That's all I did, right? That's all I did. So I've spent the majority of my time building things. So this is just me first impressions going into it, building it, and then where it is now. Um so I did this. I did half walls. I did like half floors that made sense to me instead of trying to do like a whole wall. There's like a weird system where you do like a half wall. Like let's go to the build menu real quick. There's like this weird thing, and I don't really know if it's intentional. I mean, I guess it is. Where you do like a half wall. I might not be able to do it, and I really don't want to do it in my house because it might still be really buggy. I've build something and then it's like erased like 5 other things in my home, so I don't want to do that. So you see this, it's a half wall, right? And you can actually right here, you can increase and decrease the sort of walls that are there. So like I decrease it there, but you see something that stays is the overall shape of this wall thing here, and you can just kind of go over it and make it like a whole entire wall. I don't know if I like that. I don't really know the point of it. I wish it was just wall and then get rid of this top bit, because I don't know. It does something weird with the floor and then the ceiling. I don't know if I'm doing this right. Probably not. like I said, I just went in with it. So I did half walls here, made what I thought would be a foundation, just done in the outside. We'll get to that in a second. Just done in the outside, made it as foundation-y as I can. This isn't, like, there's nothing in here. There's no way to go on it. It's just, that's that. Makes it kind of a pain in the butt. As you can see right here, I attempted to put lights above this, not on the ground, but like above it on the overhang bit of like the ceiling before the entry. Yeah, it's on the ground because there's a weird displacement sort of thing. I don't know. It's a pain in the butt, especially if I'm trying to put stuff here. Like you see, I have this fern and I have like a light here, a light fixture. It's really hard to do it if the only way I can do it is going in extremely close, or for this instance, since it's technically a part of the second story, I have to then go one story up, and then can I now go down here and like try to finagle the camera to where I can kind of squeeze in or like do something like that and then just put it in there. So those are like those are some issues I came through. This is just me spitballing. This isn't at all written down. It never is. I just speak freely and whatever comes to my head. So I did this front bit. I realized really quick that there wasn't really enough room for a vehicle. Like realistically, you're not parking anything in that. You're not parking anything with that, but I kind of went with it anyway. There's no fence, like doors yet. So they're just gonna be open. You know, this is early access, so can't fault them too much for it. I'm appreciative of what's already in the game. I enjoyed what they do with the stairs. I'm able to alter, shift, like widen stairs. You can change the railings out. The railings system is amazing. You can make it, depending on the stairs, you can make it to where there's like, I don't really know how to explain it. Like there's actually like, I don't know, like a tile in between this open gap, or you can make it an open gap. So I think situation dictates with those. But you come here, you have like your sort of porch. I've put pillars here because I thought that was applicable. You could have just hung over, but I was like, you know, I want it to look as if it had weight, like if it was structurally sound. So I made pillars there. It looks good. As you can see, minimalistic style, white and black. You're gonna see a lot of white and black in here. So we go through the front door. I try to do like a sort of, I don't know, like an entryway. I had another idea that I didn't actually go through with, but this is kind of like a close second. It's a nice little entryway. I will go up one more because this spot here was initially a part of the master bedroom, but I tried to do something. I tried to like split a wall, and I'll go over that in a second. But I tried to split a wall and then try to raise that split area up from where the floor was. But like I said a bit ago, there's like this weird displacement between floor tiles and ceiling tiles if you don't do it a proper way. And my second story is equivalent of floor tiles and ceiling tiles, and there's like another hidden tile underneath it. I don't know if I glitched it, if that's intentional, if I did something wrong. Like I said, whoa. Oh, whoa. Okay. That happened. That happened. We don't talk about that. That happened. So I don't know if I did anything wrong, but we roll with it. But instead, now, it's a high ceiling, and you really can't see it too well, but it's a high ceiling, and this area, I put potted plants up here. This window actually goes out to the second floor balcony at the master bedroom, and you can kind of see the top of it here, but this is the section off part of the master bedroom. And I put potted plants there because there's actually like a little overhang here, and I thought that was neat. So I kept it. And then again, it's just like you put your shoes here, you take off your coat, you put it down over there, you set your keys down, whatever, and then you come in through here. So it looks weird, I know. I had a sort of idea for it, but I didn't really put it to fruition. But what I think I'm going to do now is I'm going to put a bit of plants there, just whatever, like potted plants or whatnot that's going to go there. And I thought it was nice because there's a big window here, a big tall window that goes from the stairways, and I thought that was good natural lighting. You can kind of look out. I don't know. I don't have a modern home, so all I could do was kind of look at references online and just sort of go what I thought looked nice. So we'll actually go over here. We have like a little hallway. My mate actually helped me decide what to do with this. This was just an open room, but he's like, you should make like a downstairs sort of thing. So I was like, all right, I'll do that. I'll make it like a downstairs sort of thing. And so I made this, the toilet, right? You could do quite a bit with this. There's a lot of options with mirrors, but I thought this mirror was applicable. That sink was okay. I don't really like the counter spaces in this game yet. I'm hoping that they add a lot more. There's like 5 or 6 different counter spaces. There's fuck all cabinets. Sorry, I shouldn't swear. Okay. dialing it back. There's not really a lot of options with cabinets. And you know, I put a couple of toiletry stuff there. And the thing I do like about this game is that this is a shelf, right? The shelf didn't come laced with these things. You can take these things and add them to the shelf. Like, you can literally take stuff and add it. Hold on, I need to not click that. That's bad. Let's not click that. Let's give an example. I need something small. I need something astronomically small. Something so small that it would threaten the universe. So like, look, you can just take things and put them on things. I think that's beautiful. I don't know if Sims had that. I haven't built in Sims in forever. And Sims 4, if I played it, I would just download someone's home and just live in it. It was very rare that I did anything like building wise in Sims. I didn't even put my own furnishing down. It was always download something that had all the furnishing in, and I just live in it and play the game. But I do enjoy this. I enjoy this a lot. This gives so much more creativity to things. You can bring life into your projects. So we get from out of here. I thought some portraits would be nice. It was later on, actually earlier today in stream, where I realized that you could actually upload your own pictures on the portraits. Like, you can upload a file as the portraits go. I think that's pretty cool. I haven't figured out much to do with this space, but we have small lighting, and I do want to actually kind of show this bit at night, because the lighting is, I'm very proud of it. I'm very proud of the lighting. So we have a bit overhang lighting there. Let me go here. There's lights above there. I don't think this game is gonna get really dark, but like just still the nature of the ambience of the lighting is really nice, especially with like the white and black painting on the inside. Very, very minimalistic, very monochrome, just very, you know, it's got that modern feel. So I made this sort of the dining room sort of area. I decided to also put like a shelf here, because I didn't want just it to be flat walls everywhere. So I thought having like a shelf with a few potted plants would be nice here. And you can see back, it just leads back outside. This room was part of that open area that I closed off, so I made that one the toilet, and then I made this the little laundry room. And again, you can see where I was stacking stuff on top of stuff. I put this on top of the washer and dryer set. We have this like, I think that's amazing that you can go that far as just to put anything in everywhere. So yeah, dining room, you have the laundry room. Come into the kitchen now. This is a bit that I'm so proud of. It probably looks bad. It probably looks really bad, but I'm proud of it. You know, you should be happy with what you can do. This was a pain. I'm gonna tell you now, this was a pain. I had a reference for this. Originally, I I blinked on what a modern kitchen looked like. I know they always have some sort of island thing. Let me turn that down. It's probably bleeding into the microphone. I know there's usually an island in the center, and then I blinked on everything else. So what we did here is we put the fridge, countertop, stove, countertop. Now, in the example that I had, and I would show them, but I don't have them open and ready right now. And I just kind of want to push this out. It's already getting 15 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever. This is all the same asset. This is all this, even this, all of these are the same assets. All of those are the same cabinet, and all I had to do for this image was stretch them out. So you could place an item and you can actually stretch it out. And I don't know why I'm explaining this like people watching this don't know how to play this game. Maybe somebody doesn't. Maybe you don't. Maybe you're new. And maybe you're considering getting this game, but like you can put an object down, and this is what turned me on with it, was that you can stretch it out. Like, I think that's so amazing. And so, like I said, there isn't a dedicated cabinet set just yet. Hopefully they add more. Like hanging cabinets, because as you can see, there's one. And this outside panel is not it. That is not it. That's not what I want, right? That's too many squares on the front of it. Doesn't look good. It's not the image that I wanted. So we have to take some of these grounded ones. You can set them there. You can raise them up. You can scrunch them. And I basically set it so it sort of gives off the impression of overhanging cabinets. This kind of gives like an impression of a longer one. And I, again, I did the same for this. I just colored it white, and I looked on the reference photo, and I saw that it was like this with the black cabinets was flush with the wall, and it was black. And on the other side with the white cabinets, it was flush against the wall, and it was white. And I was like, oh, that's great. That's great. So what I did also with this to kind of give like the lighting that I'm really proud of is I just tucked some lights in this. These are just like the same overhang lights that you see everywhere. I just tucked them inside this. We put the ventilation system in there so it looks like it's a part of the cabinets. And you can see the off center there. I gotta fix that one. But it looks like it's a part of the cabinets. And then just got the big window here. And that's the kitchen. So we go out here. We go here. I was still building this on stream. It's nowhere I would consider done, but for now, for presentation reasons, I think it's all right. It's just this, these are the same assets, 2 couches, same length. I just made them L-shaped. I combined them here, and you can see this bit is kind of freaking out, but they're just smushed into one another. And if you don't pay enough attention to it, you won't notice that it's just 2 couches smushed together. There's no combining things to make like a certain shape just yet. And if there is, I don't know how to do it. Again, jumped straight in. I'm building and learning. I have not watched a single streamer. I have not watched a single video. I don't want to know. If I figure it out, I figure it out. If I don't, I don't. But feel free to comment on the video if you have tips and what you do, if you like anything, like what you see. I haven't done YouTube in a while, so I apologize. I stream on Twitch predominantly, so I've lost the whole YouTube thing, and I always go off on random tangents, so I'm sorry if I don't get to the point. Entertainment system. This was smaller. What I did was I flattened it a bit, and then I stretched it out. Again, you can do that. You can stretch about every object in the game and make them, you can make them whatever shape. You can turn this into anything you want. So the gaming system is actually just in the game. There's just like a sound bar. There's another speaker here. These are 2 emotes that I drew on my stream, and I wanted to incorporate my friends into my project. They were both in the stream while I was building it, so I decided, since I drew emotes for them, I just put them in the game. And that shows off that you can put your own images in the game as long as you have like the files for it. This comes out here. I've done nothing with the backyard just yet. Work in progress, a work in progress, everything's a work in progress. I've been on this build for at least 10 hours, at least, and I'm not even done yet. So we can come over here. I was trying to do like a sort of thing with this. I haven't really figured it out yet. But it's like those picture frames where you have like a bunch of squares, like a bunch of small squares and like some sort of rectangle bits. I was gonna do those with mirrors. And in my head it makes sense, but I don't know if it's gonna look decent. Just consider it art, you know? Art looks weird in general. And so this room again, probably potted plants, something you just keep out of sight. Will look nice when you come through here, hopefully. So that's that. Again, you can just put the things on the furniture. Like I have the switch here, or whatever that they call it in the game. These aren't a part of the couch. I just put them there, and they look a part of the couch. Like I think that's really amazing. Like this game really has a good direction. If they keep working on it, it's got a really good direction. All right, so we go up, we go up. I'm just trying to keep us first person. I'm trying to keep us immersed in my vision so you can see where I'm going. So I have some lights there. I really like these lights. Like, again, you can change like the time of day and just see what the home would look like just generally. I was putting lights up and I was like, wait, how does this look at night? Like, how does it actually look at night? And I'm so happy. I'm so happy with the lighting. The lighting in this game is just like, love it, chef's kiss. So we have more portraits. We have 2 rooms. This is gonna be 1 room here, and then the master bedroom here. We can go ahead and show that off real quick. This is the bit that I was on about. You can section off rooms, and the intent for it, and you can see if we do this. Is it here? Wait, it's here. Is it gonna show? Oh, it's not gonna show. Man. Of course it doesn't, of course. Anyway, you could like draw this line and it would section off this area from this area. So you could draw like a sort of paint this brown, paint this white. And that's what that thing is used for. But you can also section things off and raise it, and I'll show you what that looks like in a moment. But I tried to do it here. I wanted to make this bit over here the raised platform and then have like the bed on that raised platform, but it didn't work out. Things kind of got wonky. This ended up getting deleted, so I had to like backtrack and think of something else, and that's where this overhang bit came from. This comes out here, or not, or we just don't get to see that. This comes out here, just a balcony, nothing special. Haven't really done anything with that yet. Come in here through the master bath. It's still a work in progress, guys. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. So we have basically the sink, his and hers. We have mirror, large window. This did originally expand from all the way over there to all the way over here. This was like one big thing, and I was like, nah, we should have rooms. So this is what I was on about. So we have the toilet, we have the his and hers. I was gonna put it here, but I'm like, mate, like no one's gonna be pooping behind, like against the window. That logistically doesn't make sense. There'd be no plumbing, so I put it here. Kind of a bit awkward, but it is what it is. I thought about putting it here, but I don't think anyone wants to do their business and then jump straight in. I know some setups are like that, so maybe I'll reconsider and just keep this space for like cabinets or something like that. But I extended this. It looks more like a jacuzzi sort of thing now. This is a raised platform, which I'm really proud of. I'm really proud that I actually got the raised platform bit. These are cabinets. This is not a part of the tub. As you can see, I just flattened cabinets down, pressed it against it, sort of did the same sort of color. It's just slightly off. I thought it was okay. And then let's go back over here. And this is sort of like a nook. This is another streamer friend of mine. I put him in the video because he's really supportive and everything. I thought this is nice. I took the TV, the same one that you saw downstairs, and I made it wide, so like it's ultra wide now. Did some good lighting. It looks so good. The lighting looks so good in this game. It looks so good. It looks so good, mate. It looks so good. We won't spend a lot of time there, but that's basically that. And then this is the last room. This is an AI generated photo of me, my VTuber. So I will say that yes, this is not human, but I enjoyed how silly it looked, so I kept it in. It's gonna be like the gamer setup. Room. Again, I like this sort of, you can put things on things, and it's kind of cool. I frick with that a lot. You have the back balcony, the balcony pillars, keeping the top bit up. Come through here. This is going to be interesting because I've never seen a rounded off closet like this ever in my life. But here you have a rounded closet. That's what that's gonna be. And then it's just a very narrow personal bathroom. Yeah. And that's it. That's it. A whole 26 minutes and some change showing you a lot my build. And yeah. That's it. You can see here I tried to basically wall this off and make a half wall. I reduced it to like the lowest it can go, so that way it wasn't just a flat paperweight thin looking top half, like that it actually made sense. Painted this over, gave it the same sort of chromatic sort of thing. I don't even think that's the right word. Another thing that I kind of want to show off before we end the video, gosh, this is already too long, is these bits here. This I think is actually a part of the game, like this window type, like with the bars and everything in it. This, oh, it's gone. I did this one too, but that's what I mean. Like there's a bit of this game that was buggy, and I put bars and stuff here too, but you can actually just look over here. This does not look like this. This is not meant to look like this. How I got this was, this is just a normal window, and I took these pillars, these same pillars, shrunk them down to where they look like frames, like bars, and then I kind of made a pattern out of it. And I think they came out pretty good. I think they came out pretty good. I did the same for this down here. I think I did it for another one. Yeah, for these ones right here. So you can see that this one's exactly the same. This is normal, but this, let's go down. This is actually the same thing. I took bars, I took pillars, and I put them in, and then I put them against the wall, and it looks like window frames. It looks like window frames. So I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the design. I'm definitely excited to keep building on it and making more builds later on. And if you like it, if anyone likes this, if anyone even made it this far, maybe they checked out with the AI thing, don't blame you. It is what it is. If you like it, I'll probably make more if I continue to build more in this game. I really am looking forward to seeing what they do with it. If it's actually like a big contender with Sims, if they keep it up, it just might be. But yeah, that's everything. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, you're amazing. You're absolutely amazing. And yeah.